Let's talk about the real first responder in any disaster. It's not the kit in your closet, the food in your pantry, or the water in your barrels. The real first responder is the thing sitting between your ears, your mind. Because when the sirens go off or the lights go out, that's the moment your most dangerous enemy appears. It's not the storm outside, it's the storm of panic, fear, and confusion that erupts inside your own head. It's the voice that screams, "What do we do now?" while your heart tries to punch its way out of your chest. Today we're not going to talk about gear or tactics, we're going to talk about psychology. Specifically, we're going to talk about the psychological operating system used by one of the most resilient civilizations in history, the Romans. And we're going to learn how to install a version of it in our own minds. This is the Roman secret to a crisis mindset. The Romans faced everything from military annihilations and political betrayals to plagues and fires that burned their city to the ground. And yet they kept going. How? A big part of the answer lies in a philosophy that was the default setting for many of their greatest leaders, from the soldier emperor Marcus Aurelius to the former slave Epictetus. That philosophy is Stoicism. And before you tune out because it sounds like a boring academic term, understand this. Stoicism, for the Romans, wasn't about suppressing emotion. It was about managing perception. It was a practical daily tool for making better decisions. And at its core is a concept so simple and powerful, it can completely rewire your response to a crisis. It's called the Dichotomy of Control. Here's the basic idea. In any situation, especially a chaotic one, you can separate everything into two categories: things you have control over and things you do not. The weather, not in your control. The actions of other people, largely not in your control. The fact that the power grid is down, not in your control. But your preparation, your response, your next move, your attitude, your effort, 100% in your control. The Roman Stoics believed that the source of all anxiety and panic was the exhausting, futile effort to control the uncontrollable. So, the first mental step in any crisis is to perform this simple sort. Look at the situation and consciously, deliberately, identify what is in your circle of control and what is outside of it. And then, here's the crucial part. You let go of what's outside. You accept it as reality. The storm is here, the power is out. That is the new baseline. Now, what can you do? This mental shift is like turning off a dozen background programs on a computer that's starting to lag. It frees up all your mental processing power for the tasks that actually matter. But how do you practice this so it's automatic when you need it? The Romans had a drill for that too. It was called Premeditatio Malorum, which is a fancy Latin phrase for the premeditation of evils. Now, this sounds morbid, but stick with me. This isn't about worrying. Worrying is passive and fearful. Premeditatio is active and strategic. It's a mental fire drill. Every day, a practicing Stoic would take a few moments to consciously imagine things going wrong. They'd imagine losing their job, their house burning down, a family member getting sick. But, and this is the critical part, they wouldn't just imagine the disaster. They would mentally walk through their response. They would visualize themselves remaining calm, assessing what was within their control, and taking purposeful, virtuous action. They were inoculating their mind against the shock of misfortune. For us, this is the ultimate preparedness exercise. It's not enough to have a bin of supplies. You have to mentally rehearse using them. Imagine a storm is coming. Mentally walk through securing your property, activating your communication plan, and hunkering down. When the real event happens, your brain doesn't go into panic mode. It goes into, "I've seen this movie before" mode. You've already done the run-through. Now, let's get even more practical. Let's say a crisis hits, and you feel that initial surge of panic. Your heart is racing. That's biology. You can't stop that. But you can stop it from hijacking your brain. Here's a Roman-inspired 3-step process to follow. First, anchor yourself. Find one physical sensation. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Grab a piece of your gear and feel its weight and texture. This pulls you out of the abstract panic in your head and back into the concrete reality of the present moment. Second, state the dichotomy. Say it out loud if you have to. I cannot control that the storm is here. I can control securing this window and moving my family to the safe room. This is the core Stoic move. Third, define the next single action. What is the very next physical thing you need to do? Not the 10 things, the one thing. I need to light the lantern. I need to get the first aid kit. I need to turn on the radio. By focusing on a single manageable task, you build momentum and prove to your own brain that you are still in control of something, which is incredibly empowering. This mindset transforms you. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start being a commander of your response. The chaos outside becomes simply the environment in which you must operate, not a monster that's hunting you. The Roman legionary, standing in a shield wall as a horde of warriors charged him, couldn't control the fear of the man next to him, or the enemy's numbers, or the fact that he might die. But he could control his grip on his shield, his position in the line, and the thrust of his sword. He focused on his duty, not the drama. That is the legacy we can inherit. By adopting this Stoic, Roman crisis mindset, you aren't just preparing to survive a disaster. You are preparing to navigate it with a clarity and calm that will not only keep you safe, but will make you a pillar of strength for everyone around you. You will have mastered the most important territory of all, the 6 inches between your ears.